I'm still thinking of Ajahn Dun's description of the Four Noble Truths that I mentioned the other night, particularly the cause of dukkha as the mind, the mind being sent outwards from its base of knowing itself, the mind knowing the mind. So the mind sent outwards as the cause of dukkha. And just that qualities, sounds like a broken record, I think, from me sometimes, but just really maintaining that perspective of a very centered, based, body-based, all-around knowing that the Kruba Ajahns in Thailand talk about a lot, this quality of all-around knowing. So the essence of the mind being quite still at its center and using objects as we need to anchor it, particularly the object of the body, as one of the major bases for our clear comprehension, the activities of the body, with full awareness, knowing its disposition, when it's standing up, when it's turning, when it's moving, when it's urinating, defecating, eating, drinking, talking, just having that very strong sense of body-centeredness as our anchor to help establish this all-around knowing quality, because the body is very tangible. So that helps the mind to just be much more still and be the observer of the activities that are coming through the mind, whether they're impingements from the five senses, sight, sounds, taste, smells, tactile sensations, coming through the mind, coming through the awareness, or thoughts even as a form of outward going attention. So just moving back to that basic quality of still, clear, present moment awareness, knowing as all of these different objects from the sense bases pass through the mind, pass through the knowing quality. I think I've probably mentioned it before, but I can't remember the name of the movie. It was one of the last movies I saw before I came to the monastic life, but it was a film that I think kind of really pointed towards that kind of quality of, it was filmed in the Bronx, New York, and it was just a camera that was positioned on a corner street and was fixed on a tobacco shop diagonally across from it. And that the whole activity of the movie took place in the activities of the comings and goings of people, customers and vignettes and stories and different kinds of things, but the camera never moved. And it was just watching all the changes that would take place and all the things that would arise and pass away from that one vantage point. That was a really good metaphor for how we can try and have this disposition of the mind that is still and observing and knowing, but not getting entangled with the objects of mind. That quality of the mind knowing itself, the mind seeing itself, as Ajahn Dun said. So it's a particularly portable kind of samadhi, really, combined with insight that we can take with us into the workday. Particularly if we're doing physical work, that's our opportunity to stay right with the mind seeing itself, as one can experience by being anchored really in the body and just allowing experience to flow through rather than us to go out. So I'll offer that for a morning reflection.